Welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindelyn. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, Lindelyn. So do you want me to set it up a little bit just so you can talk less? I don't know.
Fabulous.
Lindelyn is a bit sick. Lindelyn, Billy, the nightly. Hello. Lenny has not been feeling well. You have had a terrible couple of weeks in general, but these last few days have been especially bad. So
Yeah.
I guess we're going to talk today about...
Well, the basis is really like when you're a parent and you're sick type thing. And I'm going to throw in a spin about being a solo parent when you're sick. First, we're going to drink wine.
Which you're so excited about.
I'm literally going to have a sip just to be polite after we cheers. But I'm not going to be drinking that much today. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't drink the Hennessy, because the Hennessy wine is amazing. They're amazing. I mean, I've said it a million times. They're wine warriors. For every bottle that you buy, they will remove an equivalent of 10 plastic bottles from the ocean, which is
God's work.
insane.
Yeah.
God's work.
If there was one, it would be his work.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Go and check them out. We actually have a code. If you put Wine Chats in.
Wine Chats podcast. We're pretty sure it's one of those. Spaces, no spaces, we don't know.
There's no space.
But you can get 25% off, which is huge. For those of us who do maths, it's like a quarter of your price. Huge. Huge.
Even I knew that. And oh my God, I'm pouring with my left hand because you are not helping me out.
But isn't it interesting watching her? And I also just want to commend Lindsay on her professionalism in being here today, because
look,
you know what it's like. You're just when you're so sick, and
it's a bit of a struggle.
And she looks so cute today. Look at her. She put clothes on.
I did for you. I put clothes on. I just grabbed the shirt that was on the top of my pile.
Cheers, Lenny.
Cheers to the Hennessy and them being amazing. And I feel like my mic is nothing is working today for me. Okay. But anyways, it's fine.
Let's all just be nice and listen to Lindelyn's story. Today, she's on the therapist couch. I said, like, I'm totally mentally stable today, but Lindley,
I have a new name.
Take it away, babe.
No. So I caught something. I don't know if it's food poisoning or a bug. I have no idea, because I've never had food poisoning.
I did once and it was after eating pumpkin dip, and I don't know if it was the pumpkin dip that did it, but that's the last thing I threw up, and I couldn't eat pumpkin for years.
Like that was the last thing you ate, you mean?
That was the last thing I ate before I started vomiting. So as I was vomiting it up, it was all like a taste, and it was like I legit didn't eat pumpkin, and now I love pumpkin, but for years I didn't eat it.
So how long did it last for though, the sickness?
It would have been like a good 24 hours of just like proper sick.
Yeah.
And I couldn't eat anything. So once I vomited anything up, I couldn't eat anything.
And then were you like the next couple days still a bit like queasy?
Course.
Okay.
So queasy, icky, and your body hurts. Like there's an ache, of course.
Okay, because I've never had food poisoning. So I'm like, do I have food poisoning? Do I have a bug? I don't know. None of my kids have been sick. So I'm kind of leaning towards food poisoning. I don't know. It's a mystery. All I know is that I was on death's door. I felt like I was on death's door. Like, we won't get into the nitty gritty. We all know what happens when you have food poisoning. No, let's not. But
you get the gist.
We get the gist. But the point of it really is, so Cameron, my husband, has been away for work this week.
Which is terrible timing.
Out
of all the weeks. And like it's school holidays, so it's not like you have to rush to school or anything like that.
Thank God.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
But still, like you would need another responsible adult to look after the children.
Totally.
And animals.
Thankfully, my kids are like at ages.
Yes,
so
true.
they're like 7, 8, and 10. So they're self-sufficient and very independent kids to begin with, which is a blessing in disguise.
Totally, because seriously, imagine having babies. Like imagine having babies and being solo.
Yeah.
This is where I I'm taking it off.
Yeah, I thought that was about me today.
Not at all. This is about all the single parents out there and the single mums. You know what I mean? Like when they get sick and they have a baby.
Oh, totally.
There is no one to look at. Like, so props to you and cheers. And
absolutely.
Anyway, go on, Lenny, back to you.
So thank you, Billy. So it hit me like super quickly, right?
Yeah.
And I was comatose on the couch. So I said to my boys, because Woolies was coming.
Right, the delivery, yeah.
So I'm like, kids, like you're going to have to put the groceries away. Bless them. They did the best they could. I'm like, just make sure all the cold stuff is like put away.
Yes.
Yeah. They had to make themselves cereal for dinner. Fine, they survived.
They'll be right.
We have cereal some nights, like even when I'm not dead on the couch.
Oh, right, exactly. Yeah,
it's fine.
Totally.
And then they had to put themselves to bed because like I literally was like laying on this couch, just like, yeah, I know. I sprayed it with that. I was going to say WD-40.
It's fine. We're comfortable. WD.
It was a squeaky couch. You know, Glen 20, that one.
That one. Okay. It does. Yeah, it did seem very smooth and soft here.
Oh my God.
Oh
so
my
funny.
God.
But the point that all these thoughts that were going through my head, if Cameron was here, I wouldn't have given a rat's ass. Right?
Totally.
Like,
Because you
it's-
just die and then they'll leave you alone.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
if I needed something, Cameron would be here to help me.
Yes.
Because I had never felt that sickness before, when I was in the bathroom, I literally was panicking, going, what if I pass out? Like, I felt
Yeah.
so unwell, where I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen next. And I'm just here with my kids. I'm like, who do I ring right now? And I even thought, I'm like, should I be ringing Billy just to give her a heads up? No, literally. I was like,
Why wouldn't you call me?
well, because then you think, oh, like, you
I
know.
heard about it after the fact. Like, you messaged me that day.
Yeah.
That was
Like the
yesterday,
next
actually.
day.
The next
Yeah.
day you messaged me and you were like, oh my God, I've been sick. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, but it never even occurred to me to be like, do you want me to come look after your kids?
Well,
That
no,
is a bad friend.
But no, because you didn't know about it. But I did think for a split second, well, more than a split second, because I was in the bathroom many times. This
For
was
a lot
when
of
I
split
was
seconds.
throwing up, because
Yeah.
when you throw up so violently, it's next level, right? Like,
yes.
maybe-
Your insides are literally constricting to get everything out.
totally.
Yeah.
And it's a different feel for when you're sitting on the toilet. Like, different things are
Yeah.
happening to your body where, like, and my mind was going, anyways, we don't need to get into details, but I was panicking as being a single parent at that time. And it made me think, and I might even tear up.
Oh, no, don't do
It
it.
made me think about the single moms and single dads. Particularly my mom, she was a single mom for a lot of our
Yeah,
childhoods.
yeah.
And like, you just think, like, when they're sick and they've got little kids,
Yeah.
like, how terrifying for them. I know it sounds really
Yes.
dramatic, and maybe because I'm still riding the sickness waves, but it actually put a different perspective on it.
No, I'm sorry I tried to steal that point away from you earlier on.
No.
But like, I really, like, I could not agree more. Like, I
Yeah.
think it's, so many people go through it.
Yeah.
So many people go through it every day. And they've got like
Yes.
multiple, like little kids
Yeah.
and they're by themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do it. Like, I'm completely in a very, like, my marriage, like, my husband is there all the time.
Yeah.
He doesn't go away. He
Yeah.
doesn't like leave early, come home late. And I'm still like, how do I live?
And he works from home.
And he works from home. Like, he's constantly there.
Yeah.
Like, I ask him stupid questions all the time. I'm one of those wives. So I can own, like, can you imagine? This is
Yeah.
why God didn't make me single. Because I swear
Yeah.
to God, I don't know if I, like, what I would do with myself. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was actually a scary thought. And like, I know it was just one night and like I survived. And even during the night, like I kept waking up.
But you worry, of course.
I worried. And I was like, okay, no, my eldest, he knows how to call 000. Like, it's fine.
Terrifying.
You know, but then I'm like, should I just let someone else know just in case?
Yes.
something happens?
Oh my God, Lindsay.
I don't know. I didn't, but I
You
survived.
should have. Because even if he calls 000, like, what happens to them? Do you know what I mean? Like,
happens
to
to-
the kids, like, do
yeah,
they come
yeah.
with you in the ambulance? Like, you need to let somebody know. Do you know what I mean?
I guess that's when the paramedic, good question. If anyone's watching, let us know. I would assume the paramedics, like, you know how in your phone you have your contacts, like
Yes, like
your
emergency contacts. Yeah.
I would assume if there's kids that would be left alone, they would look for the emergency contact and ring the
But am I
emergency
in the emergency contact? Because if Cameron's away,
contact. No.
do you know who else is there? If he,
Just
where's he
Cameron.
going to come? So he's going to drive from the Gold Coast while you're waiting to be.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
guess.
Like, oh my God, put me as your emergency contact first of all.
Am I yours?
No, but my husband is constantly there. Like, I'm surrounded by family. I
Totally,
literally
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Well,
Henry
within
goes away-
5 minutes, I have so many people at my house.
But Henry goes away for work a lot too. Do you have other actual emergency
No, I
con-
really don't.
Beep, you know, female dog, that's what I'm calling you. Then please, like, add
Yeah.
me to your list too.
I will. But how are you going to come with 3? Lindsay, I have so many people. Like, again, like, I should actually, you know what? My family should be on your emergency contact just in case as well, because there's so many of them. We can all just spread out.
Yeah, absolutely. Add them now.
If you
Quick,
need an
just
emergency contact, I've got so much family. Let us know.
add them right
Yes,
now.
we will. Wow.
In the meantime, don't eat sushi.
And sushi is the thing that, like, I know you love sushi. I love sushi. If sushi was the thing that made me sick, like, it just puts you off eating it for so long. For me, honestly, but I mean, pumpkin is a bit of a shit kind of vegetable anyway. So, like, you can.
I love pumpkin.
I love it too, but as in, like, I didn't miss it for years. Like, I think I would miss sushi for years. Do you know what I
Right
mean?
now, I will not miss sushi.
Oh, yeah, right.
Right now,
poor
bye-bye.
thing.
It can, like, stay on the little sushi
Okay,
train.
so
Meep, meep, meep.
Lindsay will be eating dry crackers for the rest of the week. And
yes. That's it. I mean, isn't
luck
our
out there.
world very intriguing? I hope you come back next week
Yes,
to find
please.
out what has been happening in Billy's life.
Guts.
Billy.
Thank you for joining us for this latest episode of Wine Chats podcast with Bildo and Lyndon.